Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. This is a completely different type of video or a different style of video than everybody that's ever watched my channel is used to. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A. I don't really know how to start this video just by saying, yeah, people ask questions, I answer them. It's not necessarily exciting, but I mean, let's get right into it. Our first one's a long one and it says, would you consider scheduled gaming streams? Yeah, I would eventually in the future. As of right now, I just kind of stream whenever I want to. I would like to finish Outlast 2 pretty soon, so I'll probably stream that tomorrow. The second question is, do you believe it was worth the hard work to reach 10K? Yes, I wholeheartedly believe that it was worth the hard work to reach 10K. Hitting 1,000 subscribers out of nowhere was a really good feeling, and then hitting 5,000 subscribers is also a really good feeling. And then we finally just randomly started popping off, and now we're at 11.5 after like 2 days of hitting 10K, and it was just a different type of feeling. I don't really know how to describe it, but it just felt really good, if that makes sense. It was just one of those feelings that you can't describe, but you know, it's one of the best. Pine says, will you have a stream schedule, preferably weekends, because I work Monday through Wednesday until 7 p.m. I don't know about stream schedules. I'm not necessarily someone who just, constantly streams. I'm someone who just records videos. So if I ever stream, it'll definitely just be something random that I want to do, and I will always inform the people beforehand. Second question says, we getting a community meeting place, Discord, something like that? I don't necessarily know yet, because from what I've seen so far, we're only at like 11.5k, so no point to rush into stuff like that. Secondly to that, a lot of YouTubers or, Twitch streamers or anybody who has like a Discord like that, they always seem to fail or have like really bad people in the Discord, and I don't want anything like that to happen or anything nasty to happen and stuff like that, so I don't know yet. It's something I'll have to think through in the future. And to answer your third question, yes, I do have some social medias. Not only do I have a YouTube, but I also have a Twitter and an Instagram, both on the screen. You can follow me there. But to quickly go back to your second question, in the future, you could see us having, something like that, like a Discord, a subreddit, whatever you want to call it. I'm just not familiar with either of those sites or apps, so I'd have to take my own time to go through the site and make sure it's like safe and secure for everybody. Peach here says, what was your main inspiration for making YouTube videos? What would you change about your channel and why? Now this here is actually a hefty question, which a lot of you would not know the answer to. But back during my junior year of high school, me and my friend were sitting there in history class one day with the cool history teacher, not the annoying one. And we were just, vibing and stuff, and this random man popped up on our phones while we were scrolling on TikTok together, because that's what we would do when we were bored, and it turned out that guy was Daniel Larson. Now, after a few months of us just seeing Daniel Larson and laughing at him because we knew absolutely nothing about him, we decided to do some research on him together, and we found a subreddit, and we found a lot of stuff that explained a lot about him. And when I tried to find even more and more about him on the internet, like YouTube and stuff, like actual explanations of his past, I wasn't able to find really any good explanations. So I told my friend, and I was like, yo, I'm going to make a YouTube channel, make a Daniel Larson documentary. And he was like, okay, yeah, sure. And we were just kind of joking about it. And then as I read more and more into how, messed up that backstory of Daniel was, the more I wanted to make one, the more I wanted to inform the public. And then when my friend finally realized, yo, he's being serious about this, he kind of was like, okay, fuck it, go for it, man. I'll be there. I'll be the one to watch. And I made a documentary on Daniel Larson. Like, I made 3 parts, and that was the start. But after a while, I saw how other people could make Daniel Larson videos, and the only videos I ever made were Daniel Larson, really, and how I wanted to branch out from that. I wanted to move out from that. I didn't want to be known as the guy who made Daniel Larson videos, so I branched out and did other types of videos that are much more bigger now, so that's, why I started. And what would I change? I wouldn't change anything. I'm content with what I have, and I'm just going to keep growing this channel and brand. Second question says, would you consider playing a Silent Hill or Resident Evil game in the future? The Silent Hill games I heard were pretty scary, but they're all old gen. I don't know if they've remade or, remake or anything of those. But Resident Evil, I would genuinely, I would want to play it. I remember I didn't play any Resident Evil games, but I played Resident Evil 7 Biohazard once. And I was like, okay, let's get into it. My friend says it's pretty scary, so let's go ahead. And this was before I ever played Outlast. And I got like 10 minutes into the game. I was like, nope, ain't touching this shit ever again. So yeah, I would like to play that on stream once in my life. And my favorite piece of literature, I mean, it is like a manga or a comic book or whatever you want to call it, but it's Berserk. Spill the Beans YT says a pretty interesting question, actually. He says, what video are you most proud of? And this is going to come to a shock to some of you, really. A lot of you may be thinking, oh, he's probably going to say that Sophia or Johnny Elbow's video, given how those each have like the most, views on them, but that's actually not the case at all. It's one of my much smaller ones that only has like 4.7k. It's actually the video I made responding to a YouTube user by the name of QnA. He went to my comment section and just commented 27 times in about 4 hours about how I sucked and I lied and I never showed actual proof in my videos and I'm just chatting complete shit, which wasn't the case. So I made a video about QnA. It's actually 29 minutes long, meaning it's my longest video to date. A whole half hour I went into making that to prove him wrong and just let people know that I'm not the person he was trying to portray me as. I covered a lot of videos on his channel, including a lot of the illegal stuff that he's shown on his channel, like him driving and recording himself talking with his phone in his hand, him growing weed in his bedroom, and a lot of other stuff like how he had sexist ideologies, talking about how men are always better at women at everything practically. So my favorite video would have to be that one, given how he deleted all of his videos, apologized publicly in my comments and stuff, and I think that, maybe I just slightly would have changed him for the better, at least I hope I did, but that's got to be my most proud video ever. I still think of that video and it just makes me happy. Now PK here says, are you surprised that you got over 10,000 subscribers? And that answer to your question is yes and no. You're probably sitting there at your screen thinking, Underflow, are you a dumbass? And yeah, I slightly am sometimes, but here's the actual answer. So no, I'm not necessarily surprised I hit 10k because I've put in a lot of time and effort and work and research into making these videos and they always turn out to be pretty good and get positive reviews. But what I am surprised about is how fast we hit 10k, like we hit it out of nowhere. In the past month we've gotten like 8,000 subscribers and it's just absolutely crazy with the unrelenting support that I've gotten over the past month. Now, I already answered your first question a little bit earlier, so your second question says, who is your favorite YouTuber? It used to be like, it used to be like Moist Critical, The Sidemen, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier and stuff, but right now, currently, it's the YouTuber by the name of Jinxie who just plays Rainbow Six. Baroni says, how long does it take me to research a topic before I put it into a video format and actually make the video? Well, this depends on what type of video I'm doing. For example, when I was doing like the Daniel Larson documentary, I had to find stuff that would fit into chronological order of the last video that I made, so it would take me like a day, maybe even a week to find the right stuff that I need to put in there. But the video like Nova and Tofia, I'll usually spend 8 hours in one day just kind of researching that topic in different times throughout the day. But there is the occasional where I'll see like a random video on Twitter and I'll want to talk about it. So I will watch the video once, be like, this guy's a fucking cornball, and then I'll put it into a video, and that usually takes me about an hour or two to make, and I don't have to research anything because it's just like, that one guy's, cringy little video. So yeah, it just kind of depends on what type of video I'm making and what person I'm talking about. Meme Soon says, will you be doing most streams on the weekend? Most likely. Probably on the weekend, yeah. I mean, it is summer and I could technically just live stream whenever I wanted, but I feel like since the majority of my audience is like 18 to 24 years old, I think that's like a good 40 to 50% range. I should probably wait till the weekend when everybody's off and we can just all have a good time together. This person here says, what's your favorite anime? And I haven't watched anime in a very long time, like maybe a year and a half, but I have watched a good, decent bit. And just put one into my favorites, I wouldn't know. Because are we counting, manga like just like the book form of an anime? Because if we are, it's Berserk. But if we're going strictly just, animated stuff, I'd probably have to say Naruto or Attack on Titan. Santa's best friend says, do you like British individuals? I am British. It doesn't really matter who you are or where you come from. If you're a nice person, I'll like you. You just better never let me catch you putting beans on toast, so other than that, we can be pretty damn cool together. Lydia says, what's your potato soup recipe? No. No. Sea Fiber Inc. says, favorite game. This is a very great question given how there's one particular game in mind that I think moved me to my very core. It's my favorite game of all time that I would rate a 10 out of 10 and recommend to anybody. The game in question would have to be Red Dead Redemption 2. It's one of those games that just moved me in every single way possible, and I think it's one of those games that gave me motivation to just be a better person. The story and character in that game is just something that I would consider to be absolutely perfect. Do you have any pets, and if so, please show them off. I'm not going to show them in this video, but I will tell you that I have a few animals. 2 little nice kitties, and then I also have a dog, looks like Freddy Fazbear, so they'll have their own little segment in the future. Trust me, you'll see them eventually. That's ultimately going to wrap it up for today's Q&A. Actually, no it won't. One more bonus question to go off since this question's a little silly. Infinitely Within asks, do you skateboard? No. Do you make art? No. Terrible at art. I basically, failed that class. What's your favorite band? I don't have a favorite band. I like Childish Gambino and a few others though. And if you do skateboard, what's your favorite skater? Like I said before, I don't skateboard, but definitely has to be Tony Hawk. If that's a little too generic, just let me know. Now, this was my first ever Q&A, and it's probably not going to be my last. I just thought it would be a good idea to have some people who watch, my videos ask some questions that they would like to know personally and answer them, because I just thought that'd be a cool way to interact or connect with you guys. So real quickly, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a damn good June 3rd, a damn good day, damn good night, whatever, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. See you guys. But wait, one more final announcement. Sorry guys, I'm probably going to be live streaming on June 3rd when this video comes out later on in that day, so just look out for that. But realistically here, bye guys.